drinking at the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Don't worry, that's the motto, so we keep moving along.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sweden. It's round 15 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. This is the MXGP of Sweden. We are at the Glimmingen Motor Stadion in Uddevalla. Coming into this 15th round, Kai de Wolf holds a 65-point advantage now over Lucas Kuhnen, with Simon Laengenfelder just 12 points further back. The top three separated by 77 points. And when you add the qualifying race to the races on Saturday and Sunday, of course, 60 points are up for grabs. So that 77-point margin is nothing really when you think of it like that. We are nearing the end of the season. 6 rounds to go, including this one. And we've got a decent crowd for a Saturday here in Uddevalla. We had a lot of rain over Friday and through the night. We've had windy conditions and dry conditions today. Circuit perfect. Even had to put water down just a few moments ago after the European 250 Championship race. The MX2 riders out on track for their sighting lap. It's starting to dry because of the wind, because of the dry weather. So it's very loose and unpredictable, rocky. Those ruts are starting to firm up and harden up as well. So it's going to be a very technical racetrack in parts for the riders in this MX2 Ram qualifying race. Hello everybody, my name's Paul Malin. Thanks for joining us on MXGP-TV once again for all of our live action of the FIM Motocross World Championship. Simon Laengenfelder was your Grand Prix winner here 12 months ago. What can he do this time around? 21 degrees, but look at the wind on the trees there in the background. The hill people are in full force. And what an atmosphere we have here in Sweden. Well, as the riders make their way towards the end of their sighting lap, Lisa Leyland was down on the grid a few moments ago. She caught up with the 44 Monster Energy Yamaha MX2 rider, Rick Elsinger. Before that, though, the Swede, the Leoparden Racing Husqvarna rider, Leopold Ambjornsen.
We're almost ready for the Ram MX2 qualifying race to begin, but let's catch up with home rider Leopold Ambjornsen. Leopold, home GP for you, this is for sure one you've been looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward for this all season, and yeah, really pumped to see so many fans around the track, and yeah, it's nice.
Well, actually, the Swedish fans, I thought they were pretty reserved, but they're not really, are they? They're actually giving as good as they get out there.
Yeah, here they go full gas, for sure. For sure, when they party, they go all in.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your season, because I haven't really had a chance to catch up with you throughout the year. It's been a mixed bag of results, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit in the beginning of the season. It's been a little bit more stiff, and it's starting to come loose a little bit now in the end, and starting to go much better. But yeah, today a little bit stiff in the morning, but hopefully turn it around now. So.
Well, enjoy your home GP. Thank you. Let's now grab a few words now with Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2 rider Rick Elsinger, mainly because the last round we had in Lommel, Rick, you got your career best race finish in second, one of your best overall results of the season as well. It seems that things are going in the right direction for you at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. After Indonesia, I really had to reset myself, and it worked out pretty well. Loket was already decent with 6, and yeah, in Lommel it was magical. Being in front of many home crowd, and yeah, just an awesome weekend overall. So I hope to keep it going in Sweden. Yeah.
Well, look, we're last weekend, or the weekend before last, we're in the deep sound of Lommel. This weekend, hard pack, totally different terrains, totally different circuits. In terms of the bike setup, settings, do you have to change anything?
It's pretty much the same, just a free sack and a little bit the front fork will change, but about the clicks, it's pretty much the same. And yeah, last year actually was my best result here, so we'll see what I do this weekend.
We'll enjoy it. Best of luck, Rick. Okay, good luck to the guys. It's time for the Ram MX2 qualifying race.
The retro-looking Husqvarnas for the Nissan Husqvarna riders this weekend. Of course, we are in the home of Husqvarna, the spiritual home. Originally born and raised here, built all those years ago here in Sweden. So can they put the Husqvarna brand on the top step of the podium here this weekend? It will all start with the MX2 Ram qualifying race. 24 riders will be lining up today. That's the long run down towards turn 1. And as I said, very hard, very slick, technical. Here's how the riders line up for this MX2 Ram qualifying race. Kai de Wolf heading up his teammate Lucas Koenen. So Nastan Husqvarna 1-2. Those two separated by just about 0.7 of a second. Mikkel Haarup will go to the line next for Monster Energy Triumph. He was about 0.03 further back. Then Liam Everts and Simon Laengenfelder. The top 5 separated by 1.5 seconds. Then we've got Camden McClellan, Rick Elzinga, Andrea Adamo. Sasha Koenen will go to the line 9, head of Ferruccio Zanchi. He was on our studio show today. Carlos Reiselis will go to the line 11, head of David Braceras, Jack Chambers, Oriol Oliver, Jens Warvoort, and Jago Martinez. Good to see the American Chambers back this weekend. And Samuel Nilsson, Philip Olsen, Arvid Learning, Federico Tuani, Leopold Ambjornsson. Look at those 3 Swedes there, 18, 19, and 21. William Voxen Clayman of Denmark, Nick Vennekens of Belgium, and Oscar Briggs. 74. Kai de Wolf arrives here 65 points clear of his Nastan Husqvarna teammate Lucas Koenen. Remember, we have points on the line in these MX2 Ram qualifying races. 10 for the win, 9 for second, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 10th place. And they are championship points as well. And Kai de Wolf so far has scored 101 championship points from his Ram qualifying races on Saturday. His teammate here, Lucas Koenen, the number 96, has bagged 96 points towards his championship tally. Simon Laengenfelder has 98 points though. And the Red Bull Gas rider coming in hot after a race win, race 2 in Lommel 2 weekends ago at the Grand Prix circuit, where he was victorious here 12 months ago in Uddevalla. But Simon Laengenfelder, 5th in time practice, 1.5 seconds off the leader. Is this a place that he knows he can perform at? Is that going to bring extra pressure? Because at the moment, with 6 rounds to go, the championship is still very much a possibility for everybody. A couple of deep breaths there for Mikkel Haarup. He goes to line 3rd. He's only 0.7 off the pace of Kai de Wolf. So Mikkel Haarup very much in the mix as well, coming into this MX2 Ram qualifying race. The 2 Nastan Husqvarnas then take their positions. Gates 1, 2, followed by gate 3 of the number 11 of Mikkel Haarup. Then Everts will go into gate 4. We've got a slight circuit change as well, by the way. So just to the left of the start gate, where you see the clubhouse, they come over the liquid volley jump, turn right over the Monster Energy Mountain. But instead of going left and then right and stepping up onto the plateau, they continue through the bottom of the valley, up and then turn right, and they change on the way down towards the finish line as well. You'll see that from the very opening lap. Mikkel Haarup just maybe taking a bit of an edge off the tyre, but also bedding in that clutch a little bit, but they would have probably already done that anyway down on the test track prior to getting to the line here. Lucas Koenen. A difficult Grand Prix in Flanders, 5th and 8th for him there after going 2nd in the Ram qualifying race to Kai de Wolf. And Liam Everts also had a tough time at home 2 weekends ago. 5 riders have scored a Ram qualifying race or a pole position. Simon Laengenfelder is not one of them. Just he and Mikkel Haarup, the only 2 riders inside the top 5 who have yet to win a Ram qualifying race in 2024. 25 riders have scored points in these races on a Saturday so far this year. Sasha Koenen getting himself all fired up. He leads the Foxhole Shot classification, which is from the Sunday races, of course, but he's very, very quick out of the blocks, isn't he? I wouldn't be surprised if he's the first to the line in this Ram qualifying race. Green flag at the back there, which means the Fly Racing 15-second board up for the first time today. MX2 Ram qualifying, 20 minutes plus 2. All eyes on these 2, plus Simon Laengenfelder, Liam Everts, Mikkel Haarup, and the rest as they prepare to do battle here in Uddevalla. Oh, they hold him a very, very long time, and I think McClellan just got caught out there, and he's right at the back as he tiptoes around the first turn. He'll come out pretty good, though, but the 73 of Zanke through that first turn, a little bit of a swap on, and it's Haarup who leads heading into turn 2. Laengenfelder right there in second. Third, Kai de Wolf. 72 of Everts in fourth, and 19 of Sasha Koonin in fifth place. And Everts trying to get alongside the Dutchman here as they're side by side over the little hip jump. Zanke did recover well, and the 96 to the outside. He's just behind the 44 of Elzinga. You can double up into this corner now. Oriol Oliveira in there as well. He's in 9th place, just ahead of Adamo. But on this opening lap, choppy coming out of that left-hander. Heading uphill through those waves. It's Haarup who leads, Laengenfelder second. De Wolf looking to try and burst his way into that second place as quickly as possible. He knows his teammate is behind him somewhere, doesn't know exactly where. But he is there in 7th place. 6th now, actually. There's the new circuit change, stepping up, and then we turn right into what used to be the penultimate corner. Very rutty through here, and those ruts drying hard and fast as well. Look at De Wolf. And then instead of heading straight on and down towards the final hill, we turn right, drop back down into the valley. Laengenfelder, he can hear that Husqvarna behind him. Just needs good drive here. Does he get it? Well, he'll close down De Wolf as they hit the Monster Energy finish line. Looks like they've fluffed up some of the braking bumps there coming into this turn at the end of pit straight. Cut back to the inside on the cards here for the 74. Not quite executed though. Look how loose and rocky it is as they head through that first turn as well. Haarup 1.2 clear of Laengenfelder, who's got the 74 all over the back of him. Everts 2.5 seconds further back. Elzinga breathing down the Belgian's neck. Then we've got Lucas and Sasha Koonin in 6th and 7th. Oriol Oliveira in 8th. Zanke 9th. David Braceras in 10th place. Then we've got Adamo and Chambers. Racialis, McClellan, Walvort, Martinez, and Bjornsson, Luning, Nilsson, and Olsen. De Wolf, impatient at the moment to try and find his way past Simon Laengenfelder. Feels that he's probably quicker than the German on the Red Bull Gas. But you go outside, it's a longer route through. If you go inside, you're probably going to follow the rider ahead of you. When the track was a lot softer and there was more moisture in the ground earlier in the time practice sessions, for instance, there's a lot more pliability in the ground that you could open up corners and find new lines just to make things happen. But as it's dried out, it got very, very slick and marbly. Oh, I tell you what, that was eccentric. Kai de Wolf just scrubbing his way through the turn and getting out of this next left-hander. He gets up the inside of Laengenfelder and moves into second. There's Haarup just ahead of him as well. This is going to be the fastest lap. Well, it would have been had he not just had an argument with the bank there. 44.5 for Haarup, 45.7 de Wolf, Laengenfelder 46.3. And the German almost running into the back of de Wolf as he re-emerges onto the start straight there. Such was the power and traction that he got on that gas. Zanke is up to 8th. He's found his way past Oliveira. Chambers and Racialis have found their way past Adamo. Adamo dropping down to 13th position. Definitely a frustrating race for these riders. Haarup, 3.1 seconds clear at the moment. He and Laengenfelder, the only two riders inside the top 5 who've yet to win a ramp qualifying race on Saturday in 2024. Will today be Haarup's day on that Monster Energy Triumph. They don't have a race win under their belt so far in their debut season. Everts, Elzinga, and Lucas Koonin. Lucas Koonin in 6th place behind the Dutchman, 44, Rick Elzinga, the Monster Energy Yamaha rider, and his best Grand Prix finish here last year. So he comes here with good memories, gets Saturday's programme out of the way, and then focus on the job at hand on Sunday. But very, very windy conditions as you hit that ram jump. The wind blowing in from the right-hand side, very, very strong, brisk wind. And Everts is down. So Everts out of fourth. Looking like that's one of the areas where they put fresh water. Well, I don't know if it was fresh, but it was definitely freshly watered. Right before the start of the race after MX250. So Everts re-emerges in 8th place, right at the end of lap 2. Zanke, back end just kicking out as he hit that little step down coming out of turn 2. Lucas Koenen now starting to get impatient with Elzinga. Tries to go around the outside, the Belgian versus the Dutchman. Haarup, another fastest lap of the race. But there's the thing, you double, you go wide, and that was an easy pass in the end for the 96. Lucas Koenen moving up into 4th place. Sacha Koenen just behind him now in 6th. Zanke 7, Everts 8, Oliver Braceras rounding out the top 10. David Braceras has only scored in 1 Ram qualifying race so far this year. That was a 9th in Italy. So he's looking to try and score here today, but he's got Carlos Racelis behind him in 11th position, who scored the last 3 times, and he's only been in MX2 5 rounds. This is his 6th appearance in MX2. Right, this was Everts a lap ago. Freshly watered track just here, and he would have just lit up the back end coming out of this right-hander. There you go. Caught that edge there, look over on the left-hand side. So with a little bit of work to do there, the number 72, the Belgian, Liam Everts going after Ferruccio Zanke, Team HRC. Got his teammate, Sacha Koenen, a couple of riders just ahead of him. Sacha Koenen in 6th. De Wolf this time, the fastest rider on track, with a 1:43.7. Close to within about 2.5 seconds of Mikkel Haarup. As we move into lap 4, Everts trying to find his way past Zanke here. Elzinga just ahead of him. The other side of the Monster Energy jump into that Talladega style turn. Trying to get good drive through the waves, and you can see that last wave at the top there, that half wave, forces you either inside or outside. Normally these kind of technical conditions would suit someone like Liam Everts down to the ground. We saw that in Portugal. The more technical, the better it is for the Belgian, but when you throw away 4th position on that opening lap, no fault of your own, just the track conditions catching him out, and then you've got that work to do again, doesn't tell the full story of the race, does it? Sacha Koenen looks across, sees the Italian Zanke alongside him. Zanke looking menacing at the moment. Cuts to the inside, doesn't want to leave anything to chance. 3 riders latch in. It looked earlier in the day that you could go wide and cut back on that turn, but now that those ruts have appeared, doesn't seem to be the case. So that inside, or 1 or 2 ruts to the inside, looking like the optimum line through that final turn on the run towards the Monster Energy finish line jump. Another fastest lap for De Wolf. 1.7 behind Haarup now. As the Dane, riding as close to a home Grand Prix that he's going to get this year, of course. Continues to lead, but can he get his first win? Can he get his first Ram qualifying win of the season? Has had a pole position before, of course, in the past, but in terms of these Ram qualifying races where points are on the line, so good for him to get one here. That gap still hovering around about 1.6 seconds between 1st and 2nd. Meanwhile, Laengenfelder in 3rd, under attack now by the number 96, Lucas Koenen, who almost clips the rear wheel of the German there ahead of him. as he tips into that right-hander, turn 10. Working their way towards the end of the lap. Gap going back out to 1.7, so Haarup doing a good job of keeping De Wolf behind him. A bit further up the field. Watch this here. Very, very tight. You only need to nudge that, just knocks you off course. Another fastest lap for De Wolf, and all of a sudden he's 9/10 behind Haarup now, just ahead of these two. So we've got two battles going on, one for the lead, and this one here for third place. Just keeping my eye ahead, further up the track. They're 8.2 seconds further down the field, aren't they? Laengenfelder here in third. Where's Haarup? And where's De Wolf? Making their way towards sector 2 already. So these two fighting over third place. Laengenfelder and Lucas Koenen. Meanwhile, this is the gap between first and second. It's gone back out to 1.2. Mikkel Haarup on the Monster Energy Triumph, number 11. De Wolf there, maybe a little bit more efficient through those waves, and he pulls right back onto the rear wheel of the Dane. We're on lap 6. We've got 8.5 minutes plus 2 laps to go. He's led from the very first lap, Mikkel Haarup. But he knows he's going to have the threat behind. And it's a championship leader. He will know that it's De Wolf behind him. Gap still hovering. See there, look, doubling through that turn. Very, very nice for De Wolf through that part of the racetrack. Just jumping short and then doubling through the corner. Everyone else taking a slightly different approach. Haarup closes the door down here at the bottom of the hill. But he looks like he's on borrowed time. Does the number 11, riding defensive all of a sudden. Keep going, that's the message. Same pass like 5.16 is the message to De Wolf. Talking of the 5.16, here he is, Laengenfelder, still under attack from Lucas Koenen. These two still fighting over that third place. Everts and Zanke putting in their best laps this time around as well, in 6th and 7th place. So Zanke now down to 7th, Everts back into 6th. McClellan, after a poor start, found his way past Carlos Racelis. He now moves up into 11th, Racelis down to 12th. Still, this battle goes on here, these two doubling up. But where we've had that circuit change, look at the difference in how the riders step up onto the plateau. Watch De Wolf here. Oh, okay, a little bit too far back there that time around. But Haarup still with the advantage here. Right, an area where De Wolf closes in on Haarup, the other side of this hill, as they step up. Watch Haarup here. Or not. Koenen chasing his way through that turn. Twice running into problems. Keeps him back there in 4th place. This time he'll get down the inside. Will he? No. Haarup once again closes the door down on De Wolf. De Wolf definitely looking like he means business now. Getting closer and closer. Going to be a decent lap time for him. Only about 2 or 3 tenths quicker than the number 11 though. And you can sense Haarup now just riding on edge a little bit maybe. He knows De Wolf is there on one side and the other. Thing is, when you try to second guess, that's sometimes when you run into trouble, because you just think, oh, I think he's here on the right. You move over, guess what? The guy hits the brakes, goes right by, flies right by. You just kind of catch yourself out trying to second guess sometimes. But the longer he stays there, leading laps, the more comfortable Haarup is going to feel leading laps. And that can only be a good thing, a positive thing. 5 minutes plus 2 to go. Meanwhile, Everts has caught Elzinga here. This is 4th, and he goes around the outside of the Dutchman. Red Bull KTM riding out. Gains another position, gains another point. All Right, see if we can get our cameras trained on these two this time around. The other side of the hill here, stepping up as we get to the other side here. See, look, he goes single, doubles his way through the turn. Very, very quick, that from De Wolf. Everyone else doubling on top and then railing the ruts, but he's going single, double through the turn. Again, still no way through. Back markers on the horizon, it's Venekens. This time De Wolf had to follow. 4.5 minutes plus 2. In this MX2 Ram qualifying race, Kai De Wolf, your championship leader, looking to take another 3 or 4 points out of his teammate in the fight for the championship. Blue flag there, being waved for Haarup. Slight mistake, bit of breathing room for the number 11. Gap down to 1.4 at the moment. Everts, Zanke, both finding their way past Elzinga. Elzinga now in 7th position. Sasha Kuhnen about a half a second further back in 8th. But De Wolf closing right back in again on Haarup, who's gone back to that mid-turn line. What we can't see is how rocky and loose and stony and unpredictable it is for these riders. Yeah, you see the odd thing here and there, but some of the corners where we just can't see close enough. Very frustrating for the riders in that respect sometimes, but here you go. Doubles up, look how quick that is, and he's right back on the rear wheel. And Haarup must be thinking, where are you getting the drive from? Well, he's got good drive through the left-hander. He'll swing across the outside and try and force a move down the right-hand side. He's tried it on several occasions, and again, he's denied. Haarup will go defensive, and De Wolf may just get the run alongside him as they come past pit lane. Gets the power down early. He's going to go around the outside here, and he will slingshot outside, inside, just like that. And he's now going to have to hit the brakes here to go defensive. That's exactly what he does. Prevents Haarup coming back at him. De Wolf leads on lap 10. So far, De Wolf with 5 Ram qualifying race wins. Looking to make it 6. If he can here in Sweden. 2 minutes plus 2 to go. Is there a way back for Haarup? If he's close enough over on that new part of the racetrack, will he see what De Wolf does? And will he put that in his locker? Rider down over on the left-hand side. Couldn't quite see who that was, but it's important that Haarup stays onto the rear wheel of De Wolf here, and he'll see that he'll see as we watch a replay here. That's how easy it was, but I want to see how they went down past the new part of the track to see if Haarup did what De Wolf did. Couple more back markers here for De Wolf to deal with. Anyway, Haarup can sit and watch the Ram qualifying race back on catch up. And he'll see, like everybody else, that sneaky line that De Wolf's had there. Single, double through the turn. Paid off for him as well, didn't it? Here's Lucas Kuhnen once again in 4th place. Closing back in on the German, Simon Laengenfelder. So you've got the Nastan Husqvarna's 1st and 4th. Haarup on the Monster Energy Triumph in 2nd. Laengenfelder on the Red Bull Gas. Oh, he was, but he's gone down hard. He's gone looking for his bike. Where is it? There it is. And he's very lucky because that's normally a swamp down there, and I thought it would be after all the rain that we've had. Almost went fishing. Simon Laengenfelder, who drops from 3rd to 4th. Might have been just a simple error. Hopefully we've got a drone. Wonder if that's Ambjornsen that's down. Over on that far side there. On the Husqvarna possibly, but... Right, he's close enough this time around. Haarup, is he going to switch his lineup? Single, double. Because watch here, single. Yes, he does. And then he doubles his way across. Not as efficient, but he's got a new line in the locker. Sneaky little line that though, isn't it? Two-lap board comes out this time around for Kai de Wolf. Mikkel Haarup 1.6 seconds further back. Yeah, that was Laengenfelder, so it was a biggie. Picks himself up. I tell you what, that was a graceful dismount in the end, wasn't it? 9.5? Maybe a 9.4. Anyway, Mikkel Haarup closing back in on Kai de Wolf. He's used that sneaky little line to his advantage now because all of a sudden he's right back onto the rear wheel. We're going to have medic flags around the corner heading up through the waves still, so no one going to be able to pass here. And they know that because it's been there for the last 2 or 3 laps now. Green flag there. Let's go racing again. Can he, with just over a lap to go, Mikkel Haarup, find his way past Kai de Wolf? Can he just put him under pressure just to, I don't know, make a slight mistake that allows him through just to gain a half a bike length here? Both riders, single, double through the turn. Oh, he's got it a treat now, hasn't he, Haarup? And Kai de Wolf, you know what? He would have been frustrated behind Haarup, thinking, right, I'm quicker than you, and he would have expected to pull clear by now, but he's under pressure going into this final lap. Haarup now looking for new lines, and sometimes it's easier to follow than it is to lead, and Haarup finding exactly that to be the case. Would he have found some new lines? Certainly one, yes. Can't sneak through there, though. Double single coming into turn 2. This is where Laengenfelder decided to throw his bike over there. A bike length in it between the 74 and the 11, who definitely knows he's got a race on here. Haarup tries to show him a wheel. Oh, nicely done. Sat down very, very late in the turn there, did Haarup. And de Wolf just looking across, just to make sure that we can go racing again here. We can. The medic flags are in, but we've got traffic just ahead. And it's the 18 of William Boxen-Clayman. Needs to stay out of the way, he does just that. Can Haarup find a way through? De Wolf doing his best to keep him there. As it stands right now, he gains a couple of points on his teammate Lucas Koenen. Haarup goes by and takes the win. Oh, he wasn't good through there, and he cases the ruts on the exit. That may be enough for de Wolf to stay ahead, because it's cost him a 3 or 4 bike lengths. And de Wolf, 2 corners to go. 1 turn left, and Kai de Wolf will hang on. The Husqvarna rider wins the Ram qualifying race, salutes the crowd once more. Big 10 points in the bag for the championship leader. He gains a couple more on his teammate. Mikkel Haarup, the wait for a Ram qualifying race win goes on. But good job, good effort, getting used to leading those laps. That'll put him in good stead ahead of the races. And look at that. No love lost between the 2 teammates there. They're in a championship battle. Lucas Koenen just drives right by. And you know what? Kai de Wolf will probably just think there, you know what? I don't care. Because he knows he's got him on the ropes there. He's got him rattled. So it's down to Lucas Kuhnen to respond between now and the end of the season, to do anything he can to claw back that gap. There's Laengenfelder, he crossed the line in 4th place. Everts, Zanke, Sasha Kuhnen. There's Rick Elzinga. And then just behind them, Carlos Racelist gets himself back into the points in 9th. And Adamo on the final lap, passing Camden McClellan. Those two separated by about a half a second as they hit the line. Adamo 10, McClellan 11. You know what? All of Kai de Wolf's Ram qualifying races have come in doubles. Round 2, round 3 in Spain, Sardinia. Germany, Latvia back-to-back. Flanders and Sweden back-to-back. And Lisa apparently is ready. And here she is with our Ram qualifying winner, Kai de Wolf.
Kai de Wolf, great job out there. You applied the pressure to Haarup. You got the job done, but you could not relax, and he wasn't making it easy for you.
No, he was riding a really good race, and yeah, it was a fun one. Track is really technical at the moment, so I really enjoy racing this track, and yeah, it's an amazing place. Really looking forward for tomorrow. Hopefully they're going to put a lot of water on, that the track will stay a little bit like this, and then we're going to have an amazing day tomorrow again.
Thanks, Kai.
5 riders still remain then as the Ram qualifying winners, but Kai de Wolf taking his 6th Ram quali win of the season. One more now than his teammate Lucas Kuhnen. Liam Everts, Adamo and Thibaut Beneston are the other winners, but wasn't easy for Kai de Wolf. But you know what, coming here winning on the hard pack, he'll take that all day long, and he'll gain a couple of points on his teammate as well.
14 Valborg, 15 Martinez, 16 Filip Olsson, 17
Take a look at the highlights of that Ram qualifying race, and shall we? So the MX2 Ram qualifying race here at Uddevalla. And it was Mikkel Haarup who snuck around the inside ahead of Simon Laengenfelder. Kai de Wolf. Kuhnen was around about 7th or 8th place, maybe even 10th place, Lucas Kuhnen. Sasha Kuhnen there in 4th alongside his teammate Everts. Everts got the better of him though, and Zanke was just behind in about 6th place. Kai de Wolf though snuck up the inside of Laengenfelder to move into 2nd as he set his sights on Haarup. Everts went down from 4th, and that gave positions. He re-emerged in 8th place just behind Zanke. Then Lucas Kuhnen outside, inside, cut back up the inside of Elzinga as he moved into 4th. Elzinga then got caught and passed by Everts. That was for 5th. That was about 4 or 5 laps later, lap 8. And then this was a battle for the lead. Eventually, Kai de Wolf did get alongside on lap 10. Railed the outside, cut back to the inside. Haarup nowhere to go. He thought about cutting back to the inside here. Laengenfelder chucked it away spectacularly out of 3rd with about 3 or 4 laps to go. He had finished in 4th position. And that's as close as Mikkel Haarup got to regaining the lead on the final lap. But he then came up short in the ruts, and that cost him a couple of bike lengths. And it was Kai de Wolf who crossed the line to win the Ram qualifying race here in Sweden. His 6th pole position of the season on the Nästan Husqvarna. Haarup coming over the line in 2nd. Lucas Kuhnen 3rd, Laengenfelder and Everts. But for Kai de Wolf, 6 black plates now. Let's give you the result. Kai de Wolf, your winner then of the MX2 Ram qualifying race here in Uddevalla. Mikkel Haarup 2nd, taking the 9 points. Lucas Kuhnen 3rd, picking up 8 points. Laengenfelder, Everts, Zanke, Sasha Kuhnen and Rick Elzinga. And then the final couple of points going to Carlos Racelist, and Adamo found his way past McClellan on the final lap. Then we've got Braceras, Chambers, Walvort, Martinez and Olsen in 16th place. And then Arvid Lerning, Federico Tawani, William Voxen-Clayman and Oriol Oliver. He was around about 9th or 10th early on. In the championship then, Kai de Wolf gains another couple of points on his teammate. Kai de Wolf winning, Laengenfelder losing out as well. So looking good for Kai de Wolf after today's Ram qualifying race. Zanke moved up to 9th ahead of Oriol Oliver, who did not score in that REM qualifying race, so Zanke on the move. Manufacturers, of course, no change, but Husqvarna extend their lead over KTM and Gas, and the rest, of course. The lead rider from each of those manufacturers picking up points, wherever they may have been. Take a look at some of the best moments then, shall we? From the MX2 REM qualifying race. Join us in a few moments' time, 5:15 local time, so 7 or 8 minutes from now for the MXGP REM qualifying race. We'll see you then.